Joining us. My name is Erin Coleman, and I am representing the Jewish Federation today of Greater Nashville. I am the vice chair of the Jewish Community Relations Committee, and but it is my pleasure to stand in for Leslie Kirby, who just got back from a trip to Italy, where our federation brought a mission there to see what was happening in Italy and even meet the Pope, which is fantastic. But we are here to celebrate Hanukkah, right, guys? Yay! And we're gonna sing, right, Akiva? So Hanukkah is this beautiful celebration of light that the Jewish people have had for thousands of years, and it represents two miracles that happened during the times of the temple, where the Greeks were trying to destroy the Jewish people and saying, we cannot learn and we can't be Jews. And is that okay, guys? And so the Maccabees, in their small but strong army, fought back. And did they win? Yeah! And then we went into the temple, which was not in a good space, and we couldn't find the oil that we needed to light our light that we put above our Torah at all times. But there was one day of light, right, guys? No. But did it last for how many days? And that's why we have 8 days of Hanukkah that spreads 8 days of light amidst the darkness. And since October 10th, the Jewish people and the people of the world have really been shedded in a cloud of darkness due to hatred. And we know that we can bring light, and each and every one of us can bring light together. And the way that we do that is becoming and knowing each of us and individually, and getting to know our communities, both whether we're Jewish communities, Muslim communities, Christian communities. We should all get to know each other, because together, once we know each other, we can see each other as individuals, and that dispels hatred. And the dispelling of hatred is exactly what we need in order to dispel everything that's happening in this world. So today we are here to bring light and to dispel hatred with that light, because just an inkling of light has the power to dispel a great deal of hatred and darkness. So with that, we're going to go through our celebration. I also want to thank, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. This is what happens when I go off script. I really want to thank the mayor's office for doing this with us this year. As we said, this has been a really rough year for the Jewish community. We are so blessed to have this immense community behind us, both Nashville, every aspect of Nashville here with us today, all of our councilwomen and men, some judges and clerks, and our mayor himself. So we are just thankful that we together can bring this entire community together across the spectrum, whether it's the Orthodox community to the conservative community to the Reform community. We are all here celebrating together, and all of our schools are here together, from Akiva to the Jewish middle school to Kehila, and we want to thank the mayor's office for really making this happen in a big, big way. So thank you all. And Akiva, I say take it. Are you guys up next? Who's up next? I think it's me. Yeah. Oh, it's Rabbi Rice, my favorite rabbi from Micah. Don't tell her husband.
Well, Erin, you spoke so beautifully. I don't have much to add, but I do want to say on behalf of our board of rabbis and cantors, I'm so grateful. We are in a special community where our Chabad of Nashville and Shearith Israel, West End Synagogue, and the Temple and Congregation Micah, that we all work and play together so well. And we are collectively grateful to the mayor's office as well for this wonderful opportunity to bring our city together to celebrate the Festival of Lights. Now, during the Talmudic period, there were two houses, the house of Shammai and the house of Hillel. And they would often disagree about how things should be done Jewishly, ritually, and otherwise. And the house of Shammai said, we should light 8 candles the first night, and then each night 1 candle less. So on the last night, just the one candle because, of course, we had enough oil for the full 8 nights the first night, and then we only had enough oil for one the last night. That would make sense, right? And Shammai was more about like truth and literality. But Hillel said, no, 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 no. That's not a positive way of doing it. If we're going to bring light to the darkness, we want to start with just one candle on the first night and lead up to 8, because every day we have the opportunity to bring more light into the world. And that first night takes the most courage and faith. That leap, that notion that no matter what's happening in our lives or in the world, the possibility for something better, to bring a little more goodness and joy and levity is always there. And we end up with the most light at the end of the holiday. So Chag Sameach, happy Hanukkah, and thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Yeah, I am, to that point, I'm currently mad at Brittany for putting me after the children's chorus. So. All right, but speaking of that, can we have another round of applause for them? And I want to say thank you to Rabbi Rice, and especially because she is standing in for Rabbi Mackler, who we hope gets her voice back soon. We heard Aaron Coleman on behalf of the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville speaking to the importance of having the community here. And I've seen so many public leaders here that I also want to thank. I've seen Councilmember Tom Cash, Councilmember Sherry Weiner. I'll list the other council members I've seen: Berkeley Allen, Tom Druffel, Jeff Prepty, David Benton, Terry Vo, Jacob Coupin, Quante Toombs, and I was just with Vice Mayor Angie Henderson out here earlier, but she had to go to audit committee, which I didn't want to keep her from. We also have some other folks, Judge Melissa Blackburn, Judge David Briley, Judge Stan Queller. We have Director Monique Odom from Parks, Dr. Webb from Nashville General Hospital, Trustee Erica Gilmore, County Clerk Brenda Wynn, Circuit Court Clerk Joseph Day. Will you all help me in celebrating these public leaders who have joined us tonight? And this is a special occasion. This is a milestone moment for the city. Welcome to the city's 20th annual menorah lighting ceremony. It's proudly been held here at Public Square Park since the park opened. In many ways, this is our most sacred space, even more so now that Diane Nash Plaza is a part of its heritage. Witness to celebrations, protests, even violence in our darker times. And it is fitting that we're here in these challenging times to celebrate the light that has sustained the Jewish community over the centuries, and to light the celebration that shows the way forward for future generations in our city. This year's ceremony is historic. For the first time, the city of Nashville has its own menorah. This, like our other public events, is now a part of Metro, part of our local government. It's 12 feet tall, and it's my honor to participate in the festival that lights this menorah for the first time in the city's most visible and important space for all to see. And technology now allows us to light it without having to take a cherry picker or escalator up to the top, so that's also nice. But this is a statement of pride about who we are, and I am, of course, speaking about the Jewish community, which includes my family. My heritage includes a maternal great-grandfather who was an Orthodox rabbi, and my mother's annual latke party, now going on 40 years, is one of my favorite family traditions over Hanukkah. But I'm also speaking about the broader Nashville community. I grew up in an interfaith household where celebrating more than one thing was normal. In fact, our winters typically involved both Christmas and Hanukkah, and it is amazing to be able to live in a city that recognizes the importance of faith traditions and their interconnectedness with family and community. And I am excited to lead a city that welcomes families like mine and that has so much diversity in it. At our best, we are a place that welcomes the differences between us and draws strength from inclusivity. At our best, we don't give in to fear. We lean into curiosity, conversation, and connection. As we light the city's first menorah at this moment of 20 years of lighting this occasion together as a city, we celebrate the resilience and renewal of our community. And on Saturday night, despite a devastating tornado that left too much of the city dark and resulted in any loss of life, too many, but 3 people, 3 Nashvillians that we lost. This menorah stood here at Public Square, strong with its candles lit, in a demonstration of resilience, fully embodying the story of Hanukkah and the miracle of it and our own strength as a community. The spirit that animates those qualities and brings light to this place may seem inadequate sometimes against the forces of darkness, discrimination, and division. Sometimes it seems like that spirit isn't enough. But the miracle of Hanukkah, the vial of oil that burned candles for 8 days, tells us something else. Perhaps we have what we need right here in the light of each other. Thank you once again for being here and for being part of our Festival of Light. On behalf of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County and all of its employees, we wish you and your families a happy Hanukkah, and we hope you will join us for a reception after. Thank you.
We invite the Nashville Cantors, Cantor Tracy.
Sing the
Master?
Or no?
Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever. Sure.
Please join me in these blessings over the lighting of our Chanukiah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh ma'otzor yeshuati lechanai l'shabeach tikon beit tefilati v'sham toda nezaveach le'et tachin matbeach mitzar hamnabeach azegmor v'shir mizmor Chanukat hamizbeach azegmor v'shir mizmor Chanukat hamizbeach. Hagurim Sameach. Happy Hanukkah.
Chag Sameach. These have been dark times. I am the student president of Hillel at Vanderbilt's campus. I'm a senior at Vanderbilt, and it's been difficult. These have been hard days for us on campus and for the Jewish community as a whole. But to see this overwhelming show of support, both from the Jewish community of Nashville and the greater Nashville non-Jewish community, really, really warms my heart. And today of all days and this week in this Chag really brings light into a dark time. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the Vanderbilt community and the Jewish community. Thank you all for being here in Chag Sameach. We would love to invite you to a reception after, if you have time. And we hope to see you there. Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach.
So, Jamari Brown, please raise your hand. Please follow Jamari to the reception if you would like to attend. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you there.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.